Hello and welcome to Seeds of Naffisea, hosted by us over here at Fatebound Fellowship. This will be episode 16, and we'll go ahead and kick it off with a recap from. Hey Finn, give us a recap. Get us going here.
Alrighty, so there's your desktop here. Was we just before I start reading this? Was we near room 22? Is this where Styler disappears, or is this old note still?
You.
Yeah, it's right when they disappear.
Yeah.
That's like one of the first things that happens.
Pretty much.
According to my notes.
That was basically it. You guys took off going, and then Carson had to leave. So I made them turn around, and they went and hid. Basically, things
Alrighty,
happened.
What I got here is our group, the D&D group, proceeded to the next room, and Styler and Bongus decided to go back to room 22. And all we hear is Bongus said, "Uh-oh," and we hear Styler scream. And so there's the sound of a stone on stone sounds, big noises, big bangs, and sounds like doors are closing. And so Finn tries to go, but the Mudson stops me. And he's trying to persuade me, saying it's too risky. And the Mudson had to rest. Because I tried to be like, well, just come with me then. And he needed a rest, so he couldn't come. And he's trying to stop me from saying it's too risky, because I could end up the same way. Because this room is like a maze. There's trapdoors and everything everywhere. So anything could happen to us. And he couldn't make it to the end, so we received a note and was told not to open it until we got out. And so we decided to go on without Sty and Bongus and proceed, because he convinced us that we'll find them in the end. And whoever took them, we're going to kill them. And so it's best to just move on, and it's a raiding again. And so that's when we received the note, told us not to open it till the end. And so when we start proceeding, we go in the room, and this room ceiling has storm drains. And we notice it's nighttime. So it's been a while since we've been in these rooms. And who I think Knox is who receives the note, because what I got is he uses cast magic, and I think this is where we're detecting for traps as we move along, so we don't get caught up in any traps either. Hence magic from the item. Yes, he uses cast magic on the item Knox was given, and the amulet. The amulet is the magic item that disables traps as you proceed, and then once you pass the traps reactivate. And Yask notices, but keeps it to herself, that every time the amulet activates, it pulses, and then it goes back to normal once it deactivates.
Yes, pick up from there.
Oh god.
Ooh, let's go.
Okay. Basically we were told. Wait, where did he leave off? Sorry. Josh, tell me
Go,
the last thing you said.
going through the tunnels, and you notice that Nox's amulet pulses every time it deactivates traps.
Oh yeah. Okay. Um because it basically deactivates all the traps, we make it pretty easily out of the sewers, where we then open up the notes that we were given. And it is basically telling us where to go, what we're going to be doing, and a special message we are supposed to basically say back and forth to the person we're picking up the package from. This is where we see that there are gnolls that are on patrol in the woods, and we notice that they seem way more intelligent than normal. When we are spotted, Nox shows them the talisman, and they let us go without any issue. We find the place that we were supposed to go. It is this strange camp where they are keeping these like slaves that they're transporting in and out in these huge cages. But we go into a building, we pick up the package, and then we have this not really kind of an argument, kind of just a heavy discussion on whether or not we're going to free these trapped people. This is in my notes. This is apparently a discussion between Nox and Twig.
That is true.
But when a bunch of the guards get distracted because of a huge fight kind of on the other side of the camp, we decide to go for it. Nox picks the locks and tries to guide them through into the forest and has them try to climb up the wall to safety. But once he gets all of them up, we get spotted by, I think it was a gnoll coming from the other direction. I can't.
Yeah, it was the ones that were originally like the ones that originally stopped you guys.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then Gaia fucking just kills one of them, one shots him dead. And as the other one tries to scream for help, Nox shoots him in the throat, and Twig finishes them off. And then that's where we stopped for the night.
Awesome. So from there, I sat and figured it up, and you guys would have escaped without any problems from there. The guys weren't able to catch up. So you pretty much make it all the way back to the big storm drain thing that you guys exited out of. And standing in the storm drain, kind of looking at you guys, is Brongus and Styre.
Oh,
Just as you approach that storm drain.
You guys got some explaining to do, but we'll get that later. Twig, we have a choice to make. We can escape through the woods, above ground, or we can go back through that maze.
The merchant is still there.
That's true. All right, Will, you take the talisman and I'll pull rear guard. Because I'm a born skirmisher. That'll get us through the traps. Sound good?
All right.
We got to get these people through too, so. We also have to do something with that merchant when we get there. She can't be allowed to do this. Remember, the vials of poison are gonna poison the royal family or something. We can't.
Why don't we ask him?
Not him. His daughter. His daughter.
Ask him about it.
Okay. His daughter's the evil one. Trust me.
His daughter's the evil one. I don't know. You two keep speaking gibberish to each other. I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? You've got Brongus and Styre standing in the storm drain, seemingly like they're waiting. or
Guess we're
curious
going
of
back
what has
in.
happened.
We're going back in.
All right, as you guys step up into the storm drain, Styre is going to cast Mending on the bars.
What? Huh? That fixes, don't they?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, he's essentially sealed out the bandits and allowed you guys plenty of time to get out. At least, sealed them out for now.
Oh, I thought you did it against us. That's why I was so surprised.
No, 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 no. After you guys got up through.
Oh, man.
So, you guys head back through the tunnel, and you make it back to the room where you left. Shit. What was his fucking name?
We've just been calling him the merchant for a very
Pretty
long
much,
time.
yeah. Yeah, I
He
mean,
has a name,
it's
we just can't remember.
shit. I
Let me
can't
go
remember.
back through my notes.
That's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, pretty much. The only name I have in here for him is Work Merchant.
You didn't name them again?
Probably
He
not.
has a name. Hold on, I'm looking. Y'all keep going, I'll find it at some point.
Oh, and I'm not walking in the
Oh
muck.
my gosh.
Do you hear me?
Sorry, Josh's thing interrupted you.
I'm not walking in the muck anymore. I'm using my ring of water walking that I nerfed myself and
Okay.
Yeah, it turns out I didn't write his name either. I just wrote the merchant is an orc and has a tattoo on his chest of two battle axes crossing. No one fucking wrote the name.
I don't think he had.
I don't think I gave him one.
Yeah,
I
just
swear
like
he had one.
just like Caleb did with the king. He didn't give them a name.
It happens.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I mean, to be fair, the quest's wording was just the merchant, so.
You made it.
yeah.
consult with him about the his daughters and that group's intentions for the royal family.
How so?
Aren't like isn't Twig in the dark about that? I don't know if you said anything to us about it.
Oh, I've told you everything. I've
Alrighty then.
translated everything later. Yeah, I translated everything to you guys after the fact when we were not with him.
Yeah, and the Caleb campaign notes.
And this time I'm just speaking common.
I am curious what exactly she needs these for. Like, this is a lot.
As you guys arrived, he was kind of just sitting there, like messing with the stones and stuff of the passage, and he answers that her plan was to guarantee that she gets a spot on the council, no matter the cost. No matter how many she had to poison. She was gonna get that spot.
It's one way to do it.
Can you show us a different exit other than through her shop?
I'm sure there is one. I haven't found it myself. It's the only one we use.
That could take a long time.
And we have people.
Yeah, we got to get these people out of here.
The sooner we can get them to a medic, the better.
Yeah, I'm out of healing.
I have some, but it won't be enough for nearly as many as we need.
Right. We don't have any kind of time for prolonged combat with the.
He'll kind of pipe up and say, "If you're worried about Serena hurting the slaves, I can assure you she wouldn't hurt them. She dislikes their slave trading as much as anyone.
Hmm.
They were just handy in acquiring what we needed."
Sorry. I just grumble at him. I disagree.
Yeah, I'm kind of squinting at him a little bit.
Involuntary grumble at him.
Knox is looking downright murderous. He clearly doesn't like the taking of slaves. And he's not trying to hide his his feelings about it.
We need to move.
It's time to move. Keep everybody as lead the way, good sir.
So, are you guys going back through the shop?
It's the safest way to go. It's the one we know.
And it'll take too long to find another exit. Not when we have all these injured people with us.
I just strap the vials to my head so she can't reach them.
Like a balancing act.
Yeah, we need to get him out, and we need to get the slaves out. So we should probably go to the right way and just deal with the consequences of coming face to face with this woman.
And if we need someone to hold her off while we get everyone out, then so be it.
Let's get everybody out.
Twig's thinking more with the slaves' safety.
Mm-hmm. Same. Like I'm pretty sure the merchant will be fine.
Big Yask and Finn, can you guys keep an eye on that and lead this? And I'll pull up rear guard and make sure there are no stragglers.
Yep.
And that we're not followed.
Of course.
You guys travel through the canals back to the exit for entrance to the shop. I guess technically coming from this direction. That one, that one. You guys make it back with no problems.
Yippee.
whether you decided to sneak past anyone, you just avoid them entirely. I'll leave up to your imagination.
They were having a lunch break, and they weren't paying attention.
Yeah, perfect.
Without stopping, we just walk through without no one beep bopping in your head. Say, hey, we're here.
So you guys get up into the shop after helping the slaves, however you had to help them. And you're now standing in the bottom room of the shop. Serena is sitting in a chair, basically looking right at you as you climb out of the hole and bring all these slaves into her shop.
Where were you? Just waiting for us.
I've been waiting.
She turns on a lamp next to her.
Yeah, like the parent seeing the kid come like.
Pet's a really fluffy cat.
What am I missing?
It's basically a Bond villain joke.
Oh,
So, she immediately, runs out of the room. You hear the shop door open and close.
That was weird.
As you guys, start bringing up the slaves is when she takes off.
Suspicious.
Uh-oh.
We
Wing. What was that?
We.
we should go. Someone stay here with the vials, and the rest of us gotta go take them somewhere else. Cause
I will move the slave.
I don't.
yeah, we're
this.
getting the slaves out, and we're keeping the vials. We're gonna throw them away, or we're gonna expose their plan.
I mean, she's basically left you sitting in the basement of the store. You heard her go out the front door.
Okay.
I
So
motion
I
with the.
should expose her plan to the government and show the proof that we have.
Do you want to separate and go do that while we help the slaves? Get him to a medic.
I was
We'll get
gonna
the
say.
slaves. We'll get the slaves to a temple, and then do that.
Suga's gonna motion them through the building.
I don't think we should just be carrying those around throughout the town. Is what all I'm trying to say.
Well,
Sanctuary.
Not out in the open, at least.
it's just
Kind of suspicious.
the chest
Just
and
the
the
chest.
note.
We'll allow him to carry them, so we'll allow the sneakiest guy, which is Knox, to carry them, so that he can
That's true.
Okay, I'll carry the chest, and you guys get the slaves to a temple, and I'm gonna take the notes and the information that we gathered and the evidence that we've gathered to a government official.
So you exit. Everyone else is still in the shop. Shortly after you leave, maybe 30 seconds or a minute or so, Serena comes back into the shop with one of the local healers.
Oh.
Okay.
I was fully expecting her to go get the card.
Her gang.
Someone. I thought we were gonna have to fight or run.
Do I leave before she comes back? Or...
Yeah. So you make it out, and you don't even see her coming towards the building as you're going.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a break between you leaving and her entering. Um, where are you heading with the crate?
Well, I was kind of waiting for the team to exit with me, but or I split off. But um, so I'm just
Okay,
going into
well,
hiding right now.
so if you were gonna wait outside for them, it would be wherever you were waiting. You would see her enter the shop with the healer.
Okay. I'm gonna use all my stealth to go back in.
Yeah, it won't take that much. But you can roll it.
She's a little distracted.
What'd you get?
30.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
30.
4.
Huh?
That's gonna be a 4 for if she sees you.
Oh.
It's a 4 versus your 30.
Oh, I see.
I told you it wouldn't take that much of a roll.
I don't think she. I don't think she sees me.
There's a reason she pays other people to do that. It's because she's not good at it. Anyway. So yeah, you enter the shop.
Okay.
She's
I'm gonna position myself where she demands for the poison or whatever. Um, she's or accost the party in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna sneak attack her.
okay. Um, while you're standing there watching, and everyone else sees it also. Um, she's basically got the healer like going to each of the slaves and checking on them and healing them, and she's just like running around the store grabbing material components to give to the healer to heal.
You sat by.
And after that, she'll uh, she asks that the slaves follow the healer to the temple so they can make sure everything's okay and get them back to their families. And all of you would hear that. Serena almost makes like not a show of it, but like she's making sure everyone around her knows that, ooh, look at this good thing I just did. You guys suck. I'm better than you. That kind of thing.
Who saved them and got them out the cage? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, who actually tried?
Yeah, who went out there and stood up against the people stealing them? Not you.
Pretty much. Yeah. And then she, after getting all the slaves out of the shop and getting the healer and stuff out, she shuts the door, locks the door, and goes up to you guys. Kind of huddles you all, except for Nox, because she doesn't know you're there. And she'll say, I don't see my fucking crate.
Oh shit.
But we have your father.
Yeah, I see his
Your
lousy
dad's
ass.
okay.
Where the fuck is my crate?
I would appreciate if you'd stop cursing at me with my child. You need to calm down. You need to calm down.
She turns and looks up at you, Twig, and says, I don't really care what your opinion is. I need my crate.
Well, we have your crate, so I think you should care about what our opinion is.
Your opinion doesn't matter. That's not what I'm paying you for.
Technically, you're paying us for finding your father.
We both know. That's not what I was paying you for.
Okay, but in writing,
Legally.
legally.
Not in character.
After everything I know you've seen, are you really thinking that I would be concerned with what's legal?
Mm,
Yes.
just
Nash
in,
just
in
kind of like
quietly.
dodges our eye contact for a second, like, yeah.
Finn smirks after saying that.
Just look at. I look at Gaia and tell her, privately, this is what you call a bad person.
She leans over and gets right in your ear and goes, "That's what I figured. I had a pretty good feel."
Glad you know. I'm glad you know. Great lesson today.
Textbook.
She says, "So, since you're here and you don't have my fucking crate, I'll give you a choice. You either bring me the crate tonight after sunset, or I kill all of you."
Gonna privately message Knox. Help.
My question, not as dialogue, but as a player thinking, is she actually going to kill us, or is she going to make someone else kill us?
Well, she's.
There's only one way to find out.
She can't have that bad publicity, you know.
She can't have it, but
Does a 27 hit?
hit.
I was just gonna ask, I was just gonna ask, can I attack? Can I bring my weapon now? Because
I have a sneak. I'm ready to sneak attack. Remember?
Yeah,
Williams, I think it does.
it does in fact.
Okay,
I don't think you
before
have to
Does it
ask.
not hit?
before he hits, I would like to say that Caleb and I were in the car earlier. Can you turn off your button for me? Can you?
I can.
Okay. Well, Caleb and I were in the car earlier, and I told him, "Hey, I'm kind of slow. I need this session to not be fast paced. I know that Knox loves to immediately shoot and ask questions later, but that doesn't help my brain, and especially for this, I would like us to not be like rushing everywhere." And then he said, "Well, really, y'all shouldn't have any combat this time around because I don't plan for it to have combat. So if y'all play your cards right, you won't have to." And then here we are. There's a 27 hit.
I was thinking about just like attacking myself or drawing my weapon. I'm not attacking though.
He threatened the party, and I heard the word thought to me, help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have done a little better with a little more information.
Listen, I said help because she's literally threatening us. Although I expected him more to just come out the shadows. I guess I should have known better.
But there are also, what, 5 of us, if we're still
there-
counting Frankenstein.
Yeah, there's
That could totally just
Frankenstein,
kick her ass, because there's no one else here. What's she gonna do?
Frankenstein, Twig, Yask, Gaia, Nox, and Finn. Can we all just like stand up, be like, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Do you really want to try?
So my question is,
Damage.
are you going to hit her? Or just try and intimidate her?
I think we could totally intimidate her. I mean, she's outnumbered right now, right? We also don't know how powerful she is, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
think
there's so many of us.
I think
There's so
something.
many.
I really think something's not right. I feel like
I don't feel like bluffing.
Detect magic, Emily. Detect magic.
Okay,
I don't have any spell slots right
let's
now.
do
Dang it.
Not for that, at least.
let's do the numbers here. You said help. I heard her threaten to kill you. you said help.
I did. Simple to the
What
point.
would Knox do?
Shoot first,
Mm.
ask later. I know.
He's playing how he should.
I don't
Y'all are
necessarily
getting
think
on
that's
to me for the wind thing.
So
Anyway.
18 points of damage between her shoulder blades, and then a cunning action to hide again.
Crap.
So you're stabbing her between her shoulders.
19, 19
So you're stabbing her between her shoulders.
No, I shot her with an arrow.
Ah, okay. Sorry, you cut out really bad. Like
You know what?
really
She
bad.
deserves
I shot her.
an attacker too.
Yeah,
This is where we learn.
I shot her with
Yes,
an arrow.
mischief.
Okay. So you really don't even have to use your cutting action to hide. She falls over dead.
Oh shit.
I want
Her dad is standing there.
I'm just gonna kind of turn to him, like,
Hey Emily.
I don't know what to do.
You said you're looking at the dad.
I just kind of stare at him like wide-eyed, like what the fuck.
You don't see sadness. You don't see anger. You don't see hatred. Really, the only thing you do see on his face is a smile.
Why are you smiling
Just
over there?
Even more confusion just kind of dawns on my face. It's less shock and just pure confusion now.
Are you all right?
He
His family are.
he looks up like he like shakes himself and goes, "Oh, you're staring at me. Thank you for freeing me."
You're free.
Was you slave to your own daughters, Uncle?
I
Basically,
mean, from what we could tell, yeah. We also did kill someone that could have almost been a council member, though.
Yeah, I don't think she was in the running though. That's the thing. Like, I don't really think she was like
I want to her body, like her
that
pockets.
popular for it.
Does she have anything on her?
You're going to loot her now?
Immediately.
Because I
drops
want
dead.
to find it.
Ooh.
Anyone else? I want to be the one to find it.
so
So I want to loot. I never cared for her. I wanted her dead myself. If Nox didn't kill her, I was gonna attack her too.
It's just the sudden. Ooh, let's see what she has. As soon as she just fucking drops dead.
I'm not caring.
No,
okay.
see, I want to see if he has anything that's just out of the ordinary. I'm not looking for like gold this time. It's just something's telling me maybe I should search her.
Maybe you should let her dad have that.
Okay. So
He'd be
a
dead
couple
if it was-
a couple things. Just a couple. One, I don't have exactly what items she has on her picked out because I didn't expect you guys to kill her or loot her body. So you're gonna have to give me a little bit to get the list of items done. I'll do that during the break if we take one.
Take your time.
PM for so long and you still haven't figured out that you have to prepare for the unpredictable.
Really didn't expect you to A, fight her, B, kill her, or C, loot a dead child's body. She does have some out of the ordinary items, I'll put it to you that way.
Telling you,
Wasn't a
yeah,
child,
I'm
was she?
telling you.
He says she was an
You're gonna
adult.
see that now?
She was an adult child.
Several magical items.
She chose her fate.
Okay.
Listen,
And
she
as
was
you
winning.
as you go to loot her, the dad says, take whatever you want that she has in her possession. Just don't rob the store.
I look at the dad and I was like, you know what? That's a fair option. It's like much
And
as
did not
I will
play
not
on it.
touch the store. The store will not be touched.
Yeah, we wouldn't let you if you even tried.
I step
Nah,
out of the shadows and go, that's exceedingly acceptable.
yeah, your storm
Where
was
did you
more
come
just
from?
We only just like scream in terror every time. Jump scare.
She's back.
see stupid kid.
Um,
Child. I
he
thought she was
then
20.
he then takes like the mission scroll that you guys got the copy of from the guild, and he signs it, hands it back to you, and says, "Return this to the guild for your."
Ah, thank you, much appreciated, sir.
I hope life treats you well.
I hope if you ever get a daughter again, she's more sane than this psychopath.
Are you gonna dispose of the body? Do you need any help with that?
Yeah,
I'll
we can
I'll
deal
handle
with
it.
that.
There's a
But
sewer right under us. I think he got it.
Oh shit, yeah, you can just throw it
I'll handle it. Thank you for your offer.
Do you have any way of rendering these elixirs inert?
That I am sorry, I am not particularly gifted in spellcraft or alchemy.
And keep for future if needed.
while I'm searching the body, I just pulled out the arrow. I was like, "You want this back, Knox? Free
Yeah.
salvage."
I'll take it. Wash it, wipe it off.
I generally do give him the arrow back. I was like, "You can wipe off the blood though, since you killed her." I didn't get a hit in her.
At least Knox killed the child and not anyone.
I mean, anytime I use arrows, I try my best to collect them back because I mean they're reusable.
Yeah. As long as they poke into somebody else, they're fine.
Exactly. You can sharpen them too, can't you?
What do you think I do on those long rides on that wagon?
I love
use new arrowheads.
I love these two talking about arrows as they're standing over a dead person's body.
While I'm looted the body, just
Twig,
out of
Twig,
respect.
Twig and Yask are just standing by the dad.
See how
Yeah,
I
she's just
assume.
kind of standing there with her arms crossed, just trying to process what the fuck just happened.
Are
Because
you
this all
alright?
happened in like the span of like 10 seconds. She threatens us, she drops dad, and the dad's like, "Oh well."
Twig's
We
gonna
all
like
know.
lower down to your level.
We all
That
know
are
that
you
if she
alright?
buys we all know that if she buys something, she is capable of being able to buy people stronger. Now we may have a target on our backs, but that's okay.
But no one knows but her dad.
Yask.
We,
You look
Mhm.
confused.
my
Are
pet
you
walk.
alright?
I just
The walk agrees that she should have died. The walk is smart.
I knew she was evil from the conversations before.
Oh yeah.
And then she
Definitely
threatened you.
right there.
I don't know
You were
whether to be more afraid of the fact that you killed her that quickly or to laugh because that's all it took.
It's just a good thing he's on our side, isn't it?
You are my only
Mhm.
friends.
And I hope that never changes.
I've lived alone in a swamp for a long time. You are my only friends.
But I don't think I
Twig
fed
just
them
like
that.
tilts their head at you and it's just like, okay.
I'm glad we can count on you, Knox.
I would
I'm
like
not gonna.
to leave.
I would
really
like to
was
go.
Honey,
thinking
please.
about- I really was thinking
I
about
don't want to
clawing
stand
my
near
out.
the dead child anymore, please.
Can I head for the door and open it, motioning that you can go first?
I give her a kick before leaving.
Jesus Christ.
I kick, yes, I kick the
I'm
dead
sitting
body.
here
We go ahead and
Yask will immediately just kind of follow you to the door.
sitting here being nice and
You
open
don't
the door
even-
for Yask, and then you're
you
kicking
don't
her.
even have to. You don't even have to say anything. I'm just gonna walk.
This
Can you guys-
person was horrible.
Hey, you know, we need to rest and then go back to that encampment
I don't trust resting here.
and
but like,
end those people taking slaves.
My daughter wants to go back home. I will take her home.
We can warn the right people about what's going on, but we don't stand a chance going back by ourselves. We should let the authorities take care of it.
I want everything before the authorities get here.
Okay.
Josh, we will go over what she has after the break. You're gonna survive, I promise.
No, no, I'm waiting until the break. I'm just letting it be known. I do my stuff before authority gets here.
So, I guess I don't know what the party's doing. I guess we're going to collect our reward,
Going
Well,
home.
guess
Quig
so.
was just.
or
Are
we're
we-
going to go, or are we going to go clean up?
I mean,
Are we keeping? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Are we keeping the vials or are we turning them in?
We don't need to turn them in now. I don't
I
want
mean,
them to know I killed them.
keep in mind that you can always like coat your weapon with this toxin.
Mm.
that was like I would say you could keep them and use them for something else.
How long will it keep your stuff?
We'll just put it on the wagon and have it in reserve if we need it.
Somewhere locked.
Somewhere locked if you want it.
I mean, because the people who are running a slave trade and are doing all these illegal things probably aren't gonna go, "Hey, authorities, they stole my poison."
Probably not.
That's true, I guess.
And
Although
if
I
they
don't think
find
we
us,
made friends with. Although I don't
Cut
think we made
poison.
friends with them.
Just saying
they don't know that. We killed the only two witnesses. No, they'll probably put two and two together, but still.
Yeah, we were here, and then the second we disappeared, so did a large amount of the slaves that they were keeping.
They could assume it was just anybody.
They would be very, very dumb to not put two and two together.
I think we're good.
That or we're very lucky.
Are we resting for the night?
No,
I
I'm
feel like we
cleaning up. I
should.
don't know about the rest of y'all. I'm cleaning up before resting.
Yes, but
getting
you still. we can rest.
I
We can
think-
clean.
well, I feel like cleaning was kind of already given since we're all covered in fucking sewer water.
Yeah. By resting, I mean we're not immediately charging off to someone else and possibly fighting someone in an alleyway somewhere.
No, that would be no. I very much need to rest.
Clean up time.
Secure
yeah.
the box. Secure the chest of vials on the on our wagon in a lockbox, locked somewhere.
Yes. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be okay if I just sleep it off.
Have a dream about it.
Today was a lot. Bless you.
Bless you. I bet. But
It was a lot, but
well deserved. Had it coming. If it wasn't us, it would have been someone else.
don't forget you can always talk to me or Nox or Finn.
Yas is just gonna kind of take a deep breath and just slowly exhale. Like half of a sigh, half of just almost like a breathing exercise. And they're just gonna kind of whisper, I didn't know something like that was even possible of happening to someone. I've never seen something like that before.
Are you referring to her falling out dead in front of you?
No, I'm talking about
Okay.
like the slaves in the camp and all of
Okay,
that.
yeah, the slaves. All right.
The her dropping dead was kind of like the bad cherry on top, you know, of
Yeah.
like the shit show of the day.
It is a horrible thing, but the good thing is that we got them.
Hey, it sounds like there's some good stuff that could be on it. So
There's
Who
your
knows
there's
how
your
many
list of
more.
items she had on her.
oh wow, wait,
Do not forget.
Is it
That
in
was
general?
Do what?
can't really read that.
Is it in general?
No, no. I'm gonna tell you here in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do not forget
Dang, that was fast.
that I am here for you.
I've been putting her in my notes
They're
on
gonna
dead now.
they're gonna whisper, and you can hear that their voice is a little wary. Thank you.
You are strong, Gask, but you don't always have to be. At least not with me. I'm here for as long as you need.
Let's start a ride.
Yes, just gives a gentle nod and just kind of like pushes their head kind of into your side.
Twig will. A low hum is gonna, like, escape their throat. And they'll press their nose against the top of your head.
God.
Yask would know that that's. Can you push your button for me, Caleb? Yask would know that a nose press is a myconid kiss, essentially.
Twig would be able to feel Yask, who's pretty much just has like their whole body pressed up against their side at this point, just kind of melt. Like some of the stress, you can feel it leaving their body.
They're gonna hug you gently, but enough to know that they're hugging you pretty tight.
As soft as a myconid can.
As soft as their tree arms can. Little cooing noises escaping their throat.
And Yas is gonna hug back.
You should
I'm gonna
kill
get a
people
bath.
more often. It brings the group together.
Just off in the distance, ooh, bath time.
Just, Twig and Yash just had like a great heart to heart. Probably the best we've had so far.
I'm telling you, we should kill people more often. It brings the group together.
I need a bath.
And yes, Finn does say that. He just pops out of nowhere. We should kill people more often. It brings the group together. Obviously in a joking way, though. I'm not
All right.
no mass murderer.
So, after that finishes, Nox will take his bath or whatever, unless he wants to wait till afterwards. Styre and Brongus basically gather you guys all together to tell you what happened.
Ooh.
They start off by telling you that Brongus saw something shiny as he was walking down a passage, grabbed Styre and made him follow. The shiny thing was a nail poking out of the wall, and when Brongus grabbed it, the wall spun around Scooby-Doo style, and they got trapped on the other side in a long, dark hallway.
Can I ask that after you do this, you like copy paste it into the Caleb notes?
Yes, yeah.
Awesome.
Scooby-Doo style.
I want to pay attention and not write for the whole time.
After following the hallway, they realized they were lost and circled back. Upon arriving back at the entrance, they decided that following the tunnel was actually better and followed it back to the end. Keep in mind, Carson came up with this. While they were following the path back down, Styre tripped over something that was half buried in the floor Upon closer examination, Steyer realized it was a chest. After opening it, he found some really cool stuff. They eventually reached the end of the tunnel and were thrown out into room 20 from another spinning door, activated by a tripwire. They spoke to the orc merchant who remembered them from earlier, and he directed them to follow that pipe and handed them a second necklace. And that was where they found you guys at the end of that pipe. You guys all kind of met up there. As they're standing there talking to you, Steyer's backpack starts like basically jumping up on his back. He'll drop it on the floor in front of you guys, and out of it jumps looks like a really old dirty oil lamp. Anybody who wants to look closer at it can see there's some kind of inscription or something on the side, but you just can't make out what it says.
Uh-huh. Can somebody detect magic on that?
I didn't know they could do that. I would, but I don't have the slot.
Well,
If we had long rested, then I would have, but no, not yet.
maybe we should rest first and then examine that.
I could always examine when we pick back up.
And this talk continue in the morning.
Yes, it can.
Awesome.
Pretty much up to you guys. Just know that if you guys leave the lamp here and go to sleep, it's like you can hear it jumping around all night long.
Does anyone have a cage?
Like if you guys are in a room, it like goes up to the door and smacks on the wall, and then it bounces away.
Oh, we can tie it down with. Tie it up against something.
Knox, do you want to be on lamp watching duty?
He's the main one who needs
I feel like Steyer should be on lamp watching duty. It is his.
It is his.
He doesn't have to
That way.
rest.
It's the
Yeah, put him
men.
on babysitting duty.
Store the lamp. Why do we even have the lamp? Why does he even have the lamp?
Yeah, I think the characters need to rest.
So you guys are gonna rest.
Yes, please.
You can take that rest. You get a full long rest.
You wake up. The wagon is on fire. Y'all shouldn't have slept.
Y'all left that lamp unattended and it's set fire to the entire wagon.
Somehow.
BK.
Anybody who's like laying on the floor or anything, like it'll bounce up and like push into you. Might even jump on you a couple times, but then it bounces back off.
Knox and Finn are the only ones in the main section.
At some point, I'm just gonna yell at Steyer to put it back in his bag. Like, try and contain it, please.
He puts it back in his bag and zips it up, and then it just like slowly pushes out of the zipper and starts bouncing again.
I just sigh and give up. Roll over, go back to sleep.
Fire has identify.
He does have identify. He's just fascinated by a cool bouncing lamp.
with a few times fascination just kind of takes over instead of him trying to understand it.
I mean, there's just a lamp bouncing around.
Right. And we all sleep. Got our
Yeah, lamps
energies
don't
back
tend
up.
to do that.
But yeah. So anyway, you guys get back all your stuff from the long rest, and then we return to the lamp. What do you want to do?
I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, as soon as you grab it, it stops moving.
Okay. Since
I
I
guess.
I only need to sleep for well, meditate for 4 hours, I'll just hold on to it until everybody else is awake when it stops moving.
Yeah, as soon as you go to grab it, like it stops and lets you pick it up, and it just hold it.
And I'm gonna very carefully not rub the lamp, but inspect it.
Just a visual inspection.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said before, this is a typical like brass oil lamp. There's some kind of inscription you can kind of make out through the dust, but you can't really tell what it says. The dust is just blocking too much of it.
I'd like to know what you are, buddy. I'd wait for the rest of the party.
So, what's everybody else do?
After we wake up,
Yes. Yeah.
We wake up.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on it.
Okay. You cast detect magic on it. You can tell that this is almost certainly a genie's lamp.
Whoa.
You do not know what kind of genie is in this lamp. But there is, in fact, a genie in this lamp.
Leave it to Styre to find a literal genie in a lamp.
By the way, Styre has no idea, or Carson has no idea that Styre found a genie's lamp.
Oh damn! Wish you could have been here. He would have immediately probably tried to find a way to get the genie out.
Probably. So, now that you know it's a genie's lamp, do you share this with everyone?
Yes, and I say the same thing I said before. Of course, Styre would be the one to find a genie in a lamp. Or I guess technically a lamp with a genie in it.
Same thing.
Love it. Let's make a wish. Get our 3 wishes.
No.
Hey, careful, careful.
Careful, careful with your words, young fish.
Yes, just points their finger at him and goes, "Watch it."
Oh yeah, I can't make a wish when
We're
there's
both
genie.
like parents
Yeah.
telling our kid to stop talking. Hey, hey, watch it. Watch what you say.
Yeah, you can't. If you make a wish with a genie, would it cancel out or would it get cast twice?
Would it cancel out? Looks like that means we can't let him speak.
Guess you'll just have to experiment.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Well, here's the thing. It is Styre's genie. He found it. I feel like it should be him that makes that decision.
Agreed.
Once he is sentient enough to make that decision.
I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. If you guys do decide to rub the lamp, and pull the genie out. Carson will reap the benefits of the genie.
Reap the benefits.
Yeah.
But also, we don't know what kind of genie it is. So,
Only one way to find out.
Love it. I just won't make any.
Wipe the dust off of this thing right now.
Are
Every
you?
time he-
Excuse me. My allergies act up.
If you start rubbing it, I'm gonna shield Yask with my arms.
Do you rub the lamp?
I suggested, I didn't do it.
Okay.
We're gonna just immediately go for it.
Let's flip a coin.
No flipping coins.
Heads you flip it, tails you don't.
While we're waiting, Brongus just already rubs the lamp.
flip what? The coin again?
Yeah.
Heads we flip
Oh,
it.
well, I got tails.
Flip it.
I flipped the coin and I did get tails, which was don't love it. So
Also, I feel like at least Carson should be here for the genie. Because I would be fucking pissed if y'all realized the thing that I found had a genie in it and rubbed it without me.
what did that be?
You shouldn't have snoozed. He loses.
I got blessing says a coin flip on this game. Okay, fine. We won't. I won't. We won't love it.
Twig just doesn't like the magic lamp bouncing around in their wagon right now.
Oh, we love it.
Best laid plans and then players, right?
It's up to you.
I
Do
don't
you
know what
rub the
just
lamp?
said. Okay, let's specify. Does Nox rub the lamp?
Oh shit, you're gonna put it on me?
Well, Finn's
Last time I
not.
killed
Finn doesn't rub the lamp. Twig isn't going to touch the thing. I think he asks Express they're not going to touch it.
Yeah, no, it belongs to Steyer. He found it.
Yasks of the mindset of that's not my thing, I'm not going to rub it. Twig doesn't like the magic lamp jumping around their wagon. Finn flipped a coin for himself and didn't get it.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, essentially.
Oh, I'm gonna get outside the wagon before I do any of that.
Thank you for caring for my wagon.
Oh, against my better judgment. I'll rub the lamp.
Awesome.
Try to wipe the dirt off of it.
Does anybody follow outside to see what Nox is doing with the lamp?
I'll stand in the doorway.
I'll peep out.
Everybody's watching me from the door.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
So
I'm
you
not ready to yank Yask in the wagon.
Six sets of eyes looking out the door.
yeah. So you rub the lamp over the spot. I'm assuming to make out the inscription.
Letters.
As you do, you realize it says "rub to reveal your desires."
What does that mean?
And then it just starts like shaking in your hands.
Well, I probably ought to set that. Well, no, I'll just hang on to it.
So
Unless it gets.
everyone who's watching watches as a puff of smoke comes out the end of the lamp. I wrote it down. Okay. Everyone sees the genie as something different. It takes the form of a being that matches whatever each of you guys would find to be the most attractive.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need all of you guys to send me in a DM what that would be.
I have an idea, but I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I have a decision to make. Do I want to go for it?
Send it to me. But whatever you see them as, they turn and point at each of you.
I'm DMing Caleb.
And then they will say,
I have to find him. Hold on.
I've answered your message, Emily.
Thank you. I was just trying. Where the fuck are you?
Where's Alana bot?
I can't find her. I
Okay.
got it. Hold on.
they will, after they point at each of you, they will say, as thanks for freeing me, I shall offer you each one wish.
One wish.
But I do have a certain set of rules I must follow. The rules are as follows. I cannot kill anyone, cannot raise anyone from the dead, and I cannot make anyone fall in love.
I'm already in love with mine.
I'm scared. Okay.
You said, babe.
Now, as a heads up, you can ask for anything you want besides those three things. And we'll talk it out.
Josh, I haven't laughed that hard in a while.
Why?
That was such a good response.
I'm already in love with mine.
I'm trying to find a picture.
A picture.
A picture.
Is Caleb allowed to leak said picture to us? Because I'm so scared.
It's just an anime girl.
No, it's not anime.
It's my chest is hurting. No. Oh, you're reading what all of our things look like. Man, Nox, what's your type? I have no clue what you would have said.
I said it.
So we all get one wish. What the fuck am I gonna ask for?
I don't know what I want. I'm not good at making wishes. I also don't know how to word such things.
Yeah, that's like one of my worries. That this is one of those genies where you have to be ultra specific. It's like you can say I want to be rich, but you don't specify rich with what.
Perfect.
So you're like rich of like seashells or some shit.
Perfect time to have a break to think about your.
Because we're gonna be sitting here for a while, I fear.
Bye.
You're muted. You're muted.
Caleb, don't do this to me, please. See, your button's not on.
I'll give you guys 5 minutes.
He said 5.
When you come back, I need a wish, or you don't get one.
Oh no.
That's it. Anything besides those three, and we'll talk about it.
What did you get?
I'm stressed, guys.
What was the three things again? no death, no falling in love, and
They cannot
can't
kill
bring anyone
anyone,
back to
raise
life.
anyone from the dead, or make anyone fall in love. The big three.
okay.
So, while we're on this nifty little break, I'm going to read what I was texted by people. Still haven't gotten one from Josh.
He's looking for his photo.
Oh, okay.
I am.
So, from Twig, I got that they see Yask.
Awesome.
From Yask, I got Yask sees Twig.
Wow, who would have guessed? Shocker.
What
From-
a
They see
surprise.
themselves.
From Knox, I've got a very attractive female wood elf.
Fair, fair.
And still waiting on a response from Finn.
Sending.
Okay. And to clarify, Josh,
What's that?
if you wish with the genie, it will not use your wish ring.
It won't.
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
Genie magic, I guess.
I was gonna word it anyways, differently. I was gonna talk to the genie, saying talk about how I have a ring, and so I don't know how I can make a wish.
Josh, where did you send that picture?
I sent it to you, but I deleted it really quick.
I mean, I saw what it was. I just wanted to show the picture.
You saw what it was.
All right. I now have Nox's wish.
Oh, we have to send you the wish?
Oh, we texted to you? Oh,
You
I
don't
thought
have to.
you-
That's just how it was sent.
I thought we were saying it.
No,
I'll text you.
you don't have to
I'd
text
rather
it to me.
text. I'd rather
Nobody
text.
gets to that.
Good. I'm gonna send this one.
There we go. Waiting for the picture to load for Josh's. Okay. We will go
Takes it up
here.
to 9.
I chose a decent one, so it wouldn't look bad.
There we go. I've got the picture up there. Nothing like deviant art.
It wasn't
Oh.
supposed to be on Deviant, but I couldn't find any that looked appropriate.
That's huh? Sure.
That one looks more D&D wise, so I chose it.
The
What?
fact that you found the safer version on DeviantArt is the most shocking part of today.
I don't know what you're looking at. DeviantArt.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
These are in D&D.
There you go, Anna.
I took it up to 9.
Of course she looks like that. Why wouldn't she?
There you go.
Seems about right. Hold on, I'm in the middle of typing my wish. I just can't remember names to save the fucking life of me. So give me a second.
I have it. I'm just trying to figure out how to type it.
That too, wording feels very important.
attractive too.
By the way, Josh, I also need your wish.
Sent.
Got it.
I will use.
Taking a look at things.
Best way I can think to put that.
Now, Josh, you do realize that requires attunement. I don't know if you have an attunement slot. You do, in fact, have an attunement slot. Okay.
I do have an attunement. I
Yeah,
have
but you
one
also
open.
just got a ton of things from that lady, so
You did, and I will say, this is not one of them.
What?
This is not one of the items that you would have gotten.
I didn't wish for an
Unbelievable.
item. So
What do you mean?
Reload your character sheet and then check your inventory.
Oh, sweet! Let's go!
Oh my god.
Heck yeah! Finally, dude. I figured it. I can't believe I actually managed to make it happen. I have me a gothic girlfriend. I'm joking. That's not what I was for, but. I can't believe it worked. Sweet, I have a character with max attunements, dude.
Okay.
Oh,
I believe I have everyone's wishes. So, I'll continue from here. You guys all glance around and look at each other after taking a few seconds. The genie vanishes. I'll let you guys know what Carson chooses. I'll text him. But so as each of you make your wishes, the genie, however they appear to you, will like nod at you in turn, like as you make them, before disappearing. The bottle, like the lamp and all, poof. As they nod at Knox, you see his like the way he's carrying himself change, but not like you don't like that's the only thing you see change. As far as Yask, when they nod at Yask, you see nothing at all change.
Need you to get your wand. I gotta go with Daddy to the convenience store.
sorry, yes.
They nod at Finn, and you watch a tattoo flare across his arm.
would it be possible to put on my neck, or it has to be on the arm?
It can be wherever you want it. I just assumed the arm.
Yeah, I was gonna do the arm.
You can put it
but
on
I
your
just-
forehead if you want.
I I'm gonna put it on my neck, where
It's
It's
a
just-
tattoo that says forehead.
It just no regrets.
He has a lot of space. I mean, he is, a shark.
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna
got some
put
big
on
ass foreheads.
to where it's
Or it's
visible.
written in Japanese kanji and it says chicken soup.
Beautiful.
I don't know if I should do it on my right or left. I'll decide that later, but it's on my neck as of
Yeah, up to you.
now.
Now, all of you watch as they nod at Twig.
This hot chick could have tattooed it on me.
All of you watch as they nod at Twig. You see nothing on Twig change, but Gaia is now glowing.
Did Gaia
What
get
color?
a twist or no?
No, just you guys.
Okay.
But Gaia is now glowing. And she begins to glow brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter until you're essentially flashbanged by how bright it is. As the bright light fades, standing before you now is no longer teenage Gaia or even slightly older Gaia. You are now staring at a full-grown owlin woman.
My baby.
What?
If you care to share your wishes, I don't care.
I'm
But that's all.
alone.
That's what I'll say.
I have a gothic girlfriend.
Twig is gonna kneel down and kind of gently hover their large hands over her shoulders. Just shocked, but not frightened or anything.
Oh, Yask is just jaw to the floor.
Oh yeah, she's taller than you, Yask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Considerably taller.
Is she 6 feet or 7 feet?
I think it's like 6 foot.
Yeah, she's 6 foot.
Think about it. He said we
Yeah. So
can't-
when Twig goes down on their knee, they have to look up a little bit,
Just a little.
just a little bit. It's like gonna chirp at her.
Let me grab this text real fast, and I'll put it in the my campaign notes.
My baby's full grown.
Hey, he said they can't find enough. So if you get a, you just get a girlfriend that gothic and does it up. I mean,
She's not. She's
who
okay.
is? Sorry.
It's just
I forgot it gives you hit points back. That's kind of OP.
So, here's the list of items recovered from the body of Serena.
wait. Do we see? Yes, changes or not? I'm sorry. I was
That Yask did not change.
okay. Awesome. I just. Alright.
Is that going into notes?
I put those what Steyer told you guys about their adventure.
Yeah.
That's in notes. If you guys
The
wanted it.
list you were about to give us, I thought you were going to put it
Oh.
in notes.
I didn't, but I can. So, if you're ready for it, you have Goggles of Night, Perfume of Bewitching. I hope if I spelled that right. 28,800 gold pieces.
28,000?
Yes,
28,000 what?
28,800 gold pieces.
Oh wow.
A potion of longevity.
What was that? I knew she was rich.
Fewer handy haversack.
Ooh, those are handy.
I have no idea how to spell. I'll just wait till you finish typing them out. I can buy
A spell scroll that contains a cantrip. A +1 weapon.
Ooh,
+1 armor.
what kind of armor?
Potion of healing. And a horn of silent alarm.
What's that?
Something she didn't get a chance to blow because I
Stabbed her once and she died.
shot her once and she died.
I mean, that's kind of stabbing, you know?
Yeah. Ooh. Well, who needs armor? Somebody needs armor.
What's the weapon? I don't need them, probably, actually.
The weapon will change form to whatever weapon whoever takes it is proficient in.
How many characters we got? We got
Believe uh
Hey, I'm the only one
6.
who shuts it, but I don't mind sharing. Not just messing.
You'd have 6 counting Brongus and Styre.
so everybody gets 4,800 gold.
Oh, that's the horn of signing alarm.
Is that okay with everybody getting 4,800?
Sounds good to me.
That's divided by 6.
No, I took it all.
Or
I'm
4,800.
joking.
Yeah, I just divided the big number by 6.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot.
yo, I'm rich.
And that's each?
Yes.
I
How
got
much am I
40
taking?
4,800.
Dude, I got 20,000 more gold than she did. Well, not exactly. I got 41,145 gold right now.
Awesome.
Yep.
With plus that 48, I mean.
Holy.
That's payday.
Your physical age is reduced? This person could have been an adult, but just kept using the potion of longevity.
She was an adult. She was an adult child.
Yeah, she he's taking this potion, it reduces your age by 1d6 plus 6 years, minimum of 13 years.
Okay, I'm an adult child and I'm 59 years old, or gonna be 59 this year. Gosh. My mom is still alive. I am still my mother's child.
Well, in the game.
I'm defining adult child to you.
Williams, it's not worth it. So,
22. I feel like Nox would take the handy
From here.
haversack knowing
where are you guys headed?
I think we should take like an actual break because I need to do something real quick.
What about everybody else?
I have no clue.
I had planned on the break being a little later, but it's up to you guys.
If we need to take a break, I say let's take a break.
It can be 5 minutes. I just have to like switch laundry real quick.
I take the
Okay, we'll go into a break. Let Anna go get what she's gonna do, and you guys can continue deciding who gets what.
I'm okay with it at the handy haversack. I've already got a +1 weapon.
Feels like we're in a shop.
All right, and we're back. They finally decided what items they want. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. So, what is y'all's plan moving forward from here?
To kill more evil people and get more stuff. Nah, I'm joking. That is not my plan.
Well, we need to collect on the Return of the Lost dude. And we need to go deal with those bandits. Then we need to go back and. Well, how many days has it been? Was it? We only had 3 days to do stuff.
So, I believe this would be the third day.
So we need to go back to the castle and then head out to cure that dude.
I believe this would be the third day, if my time tracking is accurate.
Yeah, we need to head back up to the castle ASAP so we can get on our primary mission.
Well, no, today is day 3. It'll be done tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry if that was confusing.
then we could go check, collect, and then check on the bandit camp. See if we cleared them out or need to clear them out.
So, is that what you guys are gonna do?
That's what Knox was suggesting.
I'm just waiting on everybody else's voices.
Okie dokie.
I'm in a really good mood. I'm following the group. Can't nothing slow me down. Can't nothing disappoint me.
And your pet rock.
Yeah. Freaking.
I could think of something that would disappoint you, but
What I do with my pet rock?
He's lost him.
It's always there.
I got it on me. I just can't remember where I put it. Man. One of y'all has it.
No, it's just become this thing where like he doesn't necessarily keep like a rock with him, just any random rock. That's his pet rock.
He has a string.
Like he always forgets where he left it, so like when he remembers it, he just picks up another rock and that's his new pet rock.
He wraps a rope around it and drags it
There we go.
behind him like he's got a leash on it.
I agree.
Who asked? Was it Twig that asked about it?
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that in person.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Out of character.
I knew you believed in it because I knew you believe it talks. Can I have it back? Because I can't.
Kenny, what are you talking about?
You have my walk.
what is happening?
I don't have your rock.
You mentioned it. You have it. You was talking to it earlier, trying to
I-
discussing what to get from the deck.
I don't think any of us have ever touched to your rock.
No, whoever mentioned it has it because I can't find it. Who has it? I haven't talked to him.
Can we have this
they talked
conversation on the move?
It's your rock. Why don't
I'm
you
not
have
moving,
it?
so I'll get my pet walk.
Check your pockets. I don't know.
I don't have it in my pockets.
Wait.
Can we
You don't
have
have any
this
pockets?
conversation while we're moving down the road, please?
It's in the
You're
corner.
like-
I found it. It's in the corner.
There we go.
How you been, buddy? I know a trick.
So, are you guys heading to the guild?
What the fuck?
You have to appreciate the
Yes.
characterization.
I definitely do. But we
Where
also
did he
need to
go?
decide where you guys are heading.
All right, let's go.
His name's John Doe, by the way. Nah, I haven't made it. What name was it? Do I rename the walk per walk I find? Each one has its own
Yes,
name.
we're heading to the guild.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Agreed.
I get what I'm saying.
So you guys arrive at the guild. Because I'm sure you all remember where it's at. It's I believe it's on the same ring that you guys are currently on anyway. So you arrive at the guild. And where do you go?
We go up to the table where they pay us and turn in the chit.
So as you go to turn in that quest at the table, the guild master approaches you, takes the contract from your hands and like looks over it. And he goes, "Ah, the signature, thank you," and puts it in his pocket and says, "On successful completion of your first contract, I, as the guild master, have been given the power through my title to issue guild plates that display your most important stats and can grant additional rewards, discounts, and even free stays at most inns and taverns within the country." He then hands each of you an iron plate about the size of a dog tag with a little piece of leather on it. It's basically a dog tag. The plates are blank, but as you touch them, they etch themselves to have your full name, class, and character level. And on the back side of it, it has your adventuring guild rank and a place that seems to have the words party name carved into it. Basically just like as filler text because you guys haven't decided on a party name.
Party name. I say we stick with that.
Party name. Default.
I thought we were the Fate Bound Fellowship.
Then he will continue.
That's us.
These plates will keep track of your progress through the guild should you wish to continue your adventuring journey with us. The plates will automatically update as you progress, and will even change to fit with your outfit should that be a concern. Should you wish to attune to these guild plates, they will offer you an additional bonus besides displaying your stats and the free stuff having one comes with. These plates will change as you rank up, and you will know a high-ranking guild member just by the material their plate displays. The plate will grant additional bonuses as you increase in rank. He then hands each of you a little card, and it shows the rankings in order. It is iron, copper, tin, steel, silver, platinum, mithril, adamantium, dragonbone, dragon scale, infernal iron, and star metal. The rankings from least to greatest.
What is our ranking?
When you touch them, they appear to be iron.
Okay.
You were
We're the
starting.
lowest level.
Started at the bottom. Now I'm here. Yeah.
Can we get all like most of that dialogue in the notes so I can write that down?
Yeah.
I mean, we only did one thing for them, so I don't expect us to be much higher than level 1.
There you go.
Yay!
What do we call this?
So if you go to your manage inventory, you should be able to search up an item called Guild Identification Plate. I believe is what I called it.
In the Homebrew?
Yeah.
Won't I already have one of the Blood Hunters?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Because I was wondering, I was like, wouldn't I already be in that guild? So guild identification, you said?
There's 2 of them. You're looking for the one that has version 1.
I don't see one that says version, but I just see.
Do the drop down, and then in the middle of it, it has.
Never mind, I found it.
Oh,
Okay, we got the one that says version 1.
yes, that's the one you want.
While wearing this necklace, it displays your full name, stats, and everyone guild angle.
Yep. Don't forget the discount at the Adventuring Guild gift shop.
It grants a discount.
Yep, at the Adventuring Guild gift shop.
Is it type?
3 backpacks, thank gum. Do I equip it or just put it in my backpack?
Well, you'd have to attune to it, but you don't have any attunement slots.
Oh, it's an attunement one?
Yep.
Maybe. What happens if you don't attune to it? You just have it in your pocket?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's something that would increase attunements, I think, and make it where you don't have
There is items that increase your attunement slots.
Anyway.
So, the Guildmaster continues by saying, you have accepted the honor of the guild and the responsibilities it carries. Now your presence is urgently needed elsewhere. Empress Kashian summons you to the palace. She bears important news. Go swiftly, your path ahead may change this very day.
Ooh.
Intriguing.
So we'll head right up to the palace then.
Agreed?
Aye. All in favor? Say aye.
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 All opposed?
All right. Nobody's opposed. Let's go.
All right. That was unanimous, definitely. You guys travel to the Palace Etherion. Okay. You arrive at the palace. The guards basically like lead you in to the main chamber again. As you enter, Empress Kashian will stand. Say, "You have answered my call without delay, as I knew you would. Thanks to Medicus Chiron's tireless work, the cure we so desperately needed is now complete. Medicus Chiron has given specific instructions. The potion must be administered directly to the afflicted's heart if unconscious, or taken orally if they are awake. It is vital that the full dose be consumed or absorbed for it to take effect. Furthermore, I have received word from Yanabe. The Emperor has been contacted by King Atlan of Naffisea, and he has requested your immediate presence as soon as you complete the task given by Emperor Jemu. He bears important news that concerns your journey ahead. Go swiftly, and may fortune favor your steps."
Thank you, milady.
So are we administering the medicine?
You need to bring it to them
Oh.
and give them the instructions for how to administer it.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down,
Where
write that
did
down.
I get a spell?
Yes. Write down how they need to take the medicine.
It's in notes.
Orally or to the heart. I got it.
Well, no,
Okay.
orally if they're awake, to the heart if they're asleep, unconscious.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
I have notes. I just take a while to write.
Oh, it doesn't say you have to attune to the guild identification plate.
Now that we have the notes channel, I don't have to try and get
If
everything
you
done tonight.
if you want the like special thing it does, you have to attune.
The special thing is just displaying your name and stuff.
No, it allows you to cast the light spell once per day.
Is that where this spell came from? Because I just found it in the
Most likely.
Scorching Ray? Is that? Oh, so I can't cast it without it?
It's not. It shouldn't be scorching ray. It's supposed to be light.
Shoot, I didn't add it. I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
Alright.
It's a hold on
We,
Scorching Ray legacy that attacks like one or
I
several
I recommend we beat feet to the capital.
level 2.
I thank the Empress.
We exit stage left and head straight to the king.
Emperor Jimmu.
Emperor Jimmy.
Yeah, we need to go to Emperor Jimmu.
Or
Yeah, she
Emperor what-
said his name. She straight up said Emperor Jimmu has received word from King Atlan and needs to speak with you as soon as you return.
So we're beating feet to Yanabe.
We're basically hopping from one place to another as quickly as we can.
Pretty much. So you guys arrive back at Yanabe. You travel through the gates, through the city, and arrive at the massive palace. You're ushered in by the guard, and the emperor stands tall in his ceremonial robes, the weight of leadership evident in his proud but weary expression. "You have my deepest gratitude for your bravery. To travel to the palace of Aetherion and to seek out Medicus Chiron was no small task. Yet you undertook it without hesitation. You have done a great service, not only for Yanabe, but all of Struman. He lowers his head slightly. I must also offer you my sincerest apology. The guild should have uncovered Serena's true intentions long before now. We failed in that duty, and it nearly cost us dearly. I give you my word. Serena has been dealt with, but we will finish with her conspirators. Their schemes will find no shelter in Strumen again. He turns and gestures for you to follow him. Come now. Lord Takahiro awaits you. Medicus Chiron's cure must be administered exactly as instructed. Let us waste no more time. He leads you back to Lord Takahiro's room, where, of course, you find him, although he is laying in bed, not moving. You can see him breathing, but it is slight. Basically just laying there.
Did Medicus Chiron provide us a syringe?
No, but as you guys enter, a very short, not, I mean, yeah, it's basically like what a Lokatha is supposed to actually look like.
Like a little catfish.
Yeah, kind of. Comes plopping out from behind the bed.
Slap, slap, slap from the floor.
Yeah, of the fins slapping on the floor. They take the or they reach up as if they're trying to get you to hand them the cure.
Hand it to him.
Little grabby hands.
With all the instructions.
They take it and walk around back to the other side of the bed, where you hear some ruffling, like they're going through a drawer or a chest of some kind. They pop up with a syringe, put the cure in it, and give it to him. As soon as they get done pushing the medicine through the syringe into him, he starts just for a good minute. And then they sit up out of bed, turn and face you, and then he just lays back down. The Emperor turns back to you. The Empress has informed me that the cure may take a few days to fully mend the wounds that festered within Lord Takahiro. But he will recover, of that you can be certain. He smiles slightly at you. In the meantime, know this. Your ship has been fully repaired and resupplied for your return voyage across the sea. You may set sail for Naffisea once more to meet with King Atlan, as fate still has more in store for you. I would assume you guys go to head out.
We bow and back out of the room. All right, at least I do.
Yeah. Bow. Thank him.
As you do, you hear Lord Takahiro sit up in bed again. His breathing is kind of shallow. His voice is little more than a whisper. But his eyes flutter open, locking onto you guys with a mix of recognition and fear. He points at Yask. You came. The shadows, they were everywhere, whispering, drowning me. He winces, clutching his chest as if he's recalling a nightmare. It was her, a goddess, fish-like, eyes like endless tides, her voice like a song beneath the waves, full of beauty and terror. She looked like you, but older, ancient, twisted with power. She was the one who cursed me. She said, the sea will reclaim what was stolen, and he falls back, asleep once more.
Yask, who was originally walking out with everyone else, just kind of half turns around when he kind of like calls out again. And by the time he falls back down into the bed, they are just staring in horror.
That was interesting.
The Emperor continues on, like, he's trying to ignore that and just continue on. Not in like a suspicious way, it's just a, oh, he's probably just loopy from the mids. We'll keep going.
We must
Yes.
go home.
Yask will follow, but their shoulders are going to be kind of slumped and their head's going to hang low as they kind of like fall behind the rest of the group. They're very clearly trying to process what they just heard.
So, what do you do now? I mean, the Emperor's gonna like lead you guys out to the guards in the main hall, and the guards will lead you back outside.
I guess we head to the ship, load the wagon up on the ship, and
Well, the wagon will stay. When we get back home, I will summon it back.
okay.
Yeah, my assumption is like you would find a like stable or something and tell them, "Hey, I'm gonna leave my wagon here. I'll be back for it."
Yes. So just look at the Emperor Jim and like, hey Jim, can you watch my wagon for a few days?
Yeah.
I take Olmus out of it and carry him to the ship as we go there.
Because there's no way for anybody to access the interior part,
Nope.
so it's usually pretty safe. So you guys board the ship. The captain welcomes you all aboard. And as soon as you guys give him the word, he will happily set back off to Naffisea. Because he watched you guys fight a frog. A giant frog. On the ship. And he's ready to not be here anymore.
Watches all these non-human people walk into a ship. Frog is where he draws the line.
Well, yeah, you guys are guests of the king.
Oh, well, Nox is there, so.
Yeah, that is something I will say. Like, as you guys walk on, they kind of stop Knox. And they start just, like, checking him out. They're, like, patting him down. Asking for his identification.
He is with us. Let him be.
One of the guards is going to turn towards you. He's a human. probably early to mid 20s, 30 at most. And he goes, "Who gave you that permission? What authority do you have to authorize him to enter our ship?"
Big asshole. Jesus.
Be touching people.
How does Nox react to like just being stopped and just patted down, and they start emptying out his pockets, seeing what all shit he's got on him? Your mic is muted, by the way.
I step back. I don't let him touch me. You
Fair.
guys saw what I did to the frog. I'm
So
on there. You saw that. I'm on his side. I'm with them. I'm part of the entourage.
He puts his hand up like in your face to tell you to stop talking, and turns towards the captain. "Are they allowed on?" And the captain's, of course, just like, "Oh, well, he fought the frog thing. That was. Why wouldn't we let him back on?" They move, let you on. They give Twig a dirty look, and then they load up the ship and take off.
I clack my teeth at them and smirk.
Yeah, like I said, I don't let him touch me.
That's fair.
I use my agility to stop them from touching me.
That was like 6 dice you just rolled down.
It was 5. Well, you have a safe journey back. I can tell you that.
Thank God.
I will say though, like the whole time you guys are on the ship, on your way back to Naffisea, like anytime the guards, those two specifically that stopped Nox at the gangplank, anytime they pass you in the hallway, they'll just like accidentally bump your shoulder.
Yeah, how's it feel running into a tree?
Yeah, they only tried it once or twice with you and then realized wasn't doing any good. They give you guys like dirty looks when they have like mess duty. You guys somehow end up with less food than everyone else. All that.
This is not behavior that Nox is unfamiliar with. And if they want to bump into me, I might just, see what they got in their pockets.
I just like, the way a parent like slaps like their kid's arm. Like tap your arm with my finger, like don't steal. You gotta get
Just
home.
one gold piece poorer every time.
Every time they bump their wall, it's gone.
So, you guys arrive back at Naffisea. Standing on the royal dock is like this massive group of soldiers greeting you. There's a band playing. There's like streamers hung up. This is a party. They are celebrating your return.
No Titan.
They've got like King Atlan up on one of those like pedestal things where like people are carrying it. Like it's a whole thing.
Dang.
Very confused and off. Very confused, like, oh. It's a lot of noise.
The ship arrives. Everyone makes preparations for you to disembark. And yeah.
You know that raggedy cloak that I've been wearing that camouflages me so well in the woodlands areas?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the haversack.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Don't
my
you have one
glamour,
that
my
don't you have one that you can
studded
change the
leather looks
appearance
like
of?
fine, huh? And my glamored studded leather looks like fine clothes.
Good. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. You can change your armor to appear different. I couldn't remember if it was
Okay.
the cloak or not.
But no, I don't have like a cloak of elvenkind or anything like that yet. So
Bit. Um so yeah, they basically have a parade for you guys all the way back to the capital. Like the to the castle, not the capital. From the dock. Like there's it's basically like the red carpet walk where like there's people on both sides like, "Oh my god, thank you," and trying to talk to you, trying to get you to sign their baby's forehead.
Just swipe at your
I'm
clothing.
gonna use every bit of my stealth to not be noticed so much.
Roll
Not
stealth
hide
at
from everybody
disadvantage.
either. Well, I'm not. I'm just trying not to. I'm not trying to hide per se. I'm just trying to.
You're walking in the very center so they can't reach you as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
that's.
Fair.
I'm not like go disadvantage. Wow.
Twig's not like enthusiastic about the attention, but they don't mind it.
This little path that they have for you guys is not wide enough for Twig to get away from being touched. Everybody is touching them as they walk by.
You know, like that like uncomfortable mouth shape that people do. It's just like they suck their lips in.
Visibility, man. I would have been able to.
Their mouth is just wide, very clearly not
I almost got the crook.
not happy, but not doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, so they're just like awkwardly smiling down at people.
Yask is very much not in the mood for a celebration, but as they have learned with all the years of living with Jesse and having to kind of be this person in charge or being taught by a person who's constantly in charge of things, they just kind of put on this very professional kind of smile where they just pretend that everything is fine, everything is great. Like they look completely normal, if anything, a little happy.
I'm just trying to be anonymous as best I can.
One thing I'll add is as you guys were like getting off of the ship and as the ship was pulling up, you would have seen like a line of ships packed with like crates of everything you can imagine. The ships are fully decked out and decorated in Struman's colors and insignia.
Oh, do we ever tell Nox about the whole what's really going on this side of the world?
I do not believe you did.
Yeah, you don't
Ever did.
understand why this is happening.
This is kind of a shock to me.
We'll have to tell you when we get out of this
Werewolves
situation.
last time you guys were hunting werewolves when I joined you.
I'm gonna telepathically tell you. We'll tell you why this is happening later.
So yeah. Anyway, they do the parade all the way to the castle. With the King Atlan at the head of it. He's leading his chair thing being carried by people or leading it to the castle. And there's just a band following you. It's yeah. They're shooting off fireworks in the daytime. Anyway, you guys all get back to the castle where the party continues. There is it's not like a massive feast, but there's food that for everyone. It's not like the feasts you've seen them put on in the past, where there's more food than anybody knows what to do with. There is a reasonable amount of food for the amount of people that you're seeing. You can tell this has probably been rationed. Anyway. They all approach. They sit the king down. The king leaves his little chair thing and goes up to his actual throne, where he turns and hushes the entire crowd. Welcome back, brave ones. I bring good news. The great shipment of supplies from Struman has arrived safely and has already been distributed amongst those most grievously affected. The people of Naffisea offer their heartfelt thanks. Additionally, the nation of Everhold has pledged its continuing support towards the restoration of the farmland that was destroyed. Their efforts shall ensure that none here will go hungry, nor suffer longer than necessary. Our scholars have also been hard at work studying the terrible affliction that plagues young Yask. In doing so, they have made a discovery, one that may forever alter how we see our world and how we understand the changeling race. At this point, the king will raise his hand and address everyone else besides you guys. Leave us, all of you. What I have to say next is for these heroes alone. You guys watch and hear slowly as like the band goes outside. They're still outside. You can still hear the band playing outside. And everybody's like cheering and screaming outside. But the room is now empty, aside from you guys and the king. What our scholars uncovered confirms what Aunt Jessie once claimed. Thousands of years ago, before even the continents rose from the sea, there was a race known as the Aquathrean. These beings ruled over the world with terrifying might. All other creatures were forced into servitude, bowing to the Aquathrean's every whim. Those who resisted were crushed without mercy. When the continents rose and life spread onto the land, many fled from the Aquathrean's reach. This enraged them, for their power was bound to domination. For countless millennia, the humans rose in strength, and with the aid of mighty wizards and the divine intervention of the gods, they waged a war against their ancient masters. The Aquathrean were pushed back and finally cornered. Humanity sought to wipe them from existence, but the gods forbade it. They believed that the Aquathrean's powers might one day be needed, and so a bargain was struck. Instead of annihilation, the Aquathrean were transformed, their immense magic hidden away, their true forms concealed. They became what we now call the Changelings. Few remember the origin of the hatred they still face. Most who scorn them have no memory of why. It is a buried legacy, a forgotten war, and yet its scars linger even now. He leans in close to you guys. You must tread carefully with this knowledge. The world may not be ready to remember what it has chosen to forget. With that, he waves his hand. The doors to the castle open. In floods the party, resuming like nothing happened.
Sir, you can't. You can't just do that. What the fuck?
He returns to his throne, glass of wine in hand, and he goes on enjoying the party.
We're just all like standing there, open mouthed, just shocked.
Do you need me to post that in the notes?
Yes.
Please.
I was too busy paying attention to you, mouth open in real life. To write that
I
anyway.
was locked in.
So, yes.
I tried to
Yes,
write it
please.
down, but there's too many.
By the way, I sent you a what you call those things, palanquin.
Aquathrean?
Palanquin.
Oh,
Oh,
Pelicans.
that's what you carry the royalty on. look it up.
That's fair.
I knew they had a name. I only knew enough that I knew they had a name.
I'll look at Yask with a whine in my throat. Just
There you go.
very scared for the future.
Had to split it into 2 pieces, but the full thing is there.
Yeah, no, yes, can no longer mask
Now,
the fear and confusion and worry.
now, you guys will finish out the night as you see fit. Stay wherever you want to stay, in whatever hotel, or if you want to go camping or dig a hole and sleep in a cave. It's whatever. It's up to you guys. How do you do that? But now, King Atlan dismisses you, and you're pretty much left alone with your thoughts and the knowledge of what has been uncovered. Standing in the middle of a party in the middle of the castle.
I'm like, well, that's cool. I don't understand the point of reference yet, but
Yeah, Nox
I'm
doesn't.
gonna find a woman to dance with.
Straight
They're
to it.
dancing. I'm gonna dance.
Now, you guys decide how you each get back to wherever you're sleeping for the night. If it's Twig summons her wagon and you guys all sleep in the wagon, if it's you guys go back to the inn in town and sleep there, it's really up to you. But at this time, you may level up your characters.
Yeah.
For those of you who will be getting an ability score increase or a feat, take both. But think about how your character has changed, what they've seen, what they've survived, and how they might shape how that might shape their growth. Did they spend some quiet time in the palace library reflecting and researching? Did they train with some royal guards, seek spiritual guidance, or did the truth they've uncovered change them? Whatever your path, your newfound knowledge and your power should make sense. Take the time you need to consider how your character grows, not just in strength, but in story. And once you've decided, something new awaits you.
Oh boy.
This happens with us leveling up.
If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to help. If you have any questions, just ask. If you want to know anything, ask. I'll reread something, break it down, help you however.
If you get the choice, because it's giving me the choice of ability score or feat.
So,
you said to take both?
yes. So you'll take the, go ahead and take the ability score improvement. And then after you do that, go back into, go back into features and traits. You'll go to feats and then manage feats after that.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what I want. All my feats suck. I mean, ability scores suck.
By the way, Emily,
Mm-hmm.
I can see that on your Eldritch versatility thing, you picked ability score improvement and then didn't make any choices.
What?
Here, let me show you.
Because I'm messing with it right now. Is that why?
Okay, do you see that stream?
Yes.
Okay, so after you take your ability score improvement, you'll go to this feats thing and manage feats. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go back to all scroll down a little bit. First off, right here under this Book of Ancient Secrets, it says no choice made right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to figure out what that is and fix that. And then down here under Eldritch Versatility, says you picked ability score improvement. No choice made. Maybe those are separate things. But it looked like it was part of that Eldritch Versatility. That might just be your normal ability score improvement.
Okay, I'll take a look. There's so many buttons and shit in the character builder that I sometimes miss things.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. That's just why I'm letting you know. But yeah, so you'll do the ability score improvement, then go back into that features and traits, the feats and manage feats, and then add 1 feat. But from here, I'm going to go ahead and end up the stream. We can all stay on the group if y'all want to talk a little bit. I've got about 10 minutes before I have to go to bed. Like I said, I'm happy to answer any questions or anything.